All right, folks, what is going on? This is episode 665 of the First and Frame Rate Show. I am VF Baller. Over here, we talk about Georgia Southern and Atlanta Falcons football. And both of these teams, Atlanta Falcons and the Georgia Southern Eagles, they have an advantage over their opponents this weekend. We're going to talk about it. And I think it's going to be really awesome to see some good football this week. Let me tell you something. I think we're just going to have some really good football. It's just nowhere around it. You look at the teams that we're going up against, you look at where they're playing, the atmosphere for both games should be amazing. And I hope, which I think we could, walk away with a victory from both teams. I think that'd be awesome. If this is your first time here, welcome. I can be found on YouTube and Rumble. I'm also on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. I want to thank you guys for an amazing week. It's been a great week for content. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Just supporting, coming through, watching, listening, sharing the content. It is just absolutely amazing. Got ourselves over to 1450 as far as the subs, trying to move up to 1500, and it's all thanks to you guys, and it all up to us to make that happen. So let's keep moving this show in the right direction, and let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep doing it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. I want to start off with the Atlanta Falcons because I think this is a very interesting, tie-in that nobody really talked about, and I just noticed this. You remember Coach Jerry Gray? Jerry Gray, he's the defensive back coach for the Atlanta Falcons, and he's an assistant head coach. He was with the Green Bay Packers, and he basically saw Jordan Love for 3 years. You don't think he's going to talk to Jesse Bates about what he knows and what he think he can get out of Jordan Love? You think he hasn't talked to AJ Terrell and all the other guys? Even though Jeff Okudah is still injured, he's questionable. If he goes, you think he doesn't have that knowledge to know what they can do against Jordan Love? We're probably looking at a situation here where this could be the Panthers all over again, where we can get a couple of interceptions off of Jordan Love. Now, I'm not saying that Jordan Love haven't improved. He may, light us up. That's a possibility because the game hasn't been played yet. But we have an advantage because we have the knowledge. Jordan Love doesn't know much about our defense. Jerry Gray knows a lot about their offense. And I think that it's something that hasn't been talked about. That's something going to be huge. Now, I know Troy Anderson, I think he's going to be out. Nate Landman's probably going to have to be in and step into his place. I think Nate Landman could do a phenomenal job. So that's going to be a situation there. Cordell Patterson may be in the game. So that's an advantage for us. And also, I think one of the running backs for Green Bay, they're out as well. I think one of the receivers are out as well. Who is it? I can't remember the name who's supposed to be out. You guys are going to have to really excuse me for not knowing the names. But I know they had a couple of injuries. Both of them had hamstring injuries. So it's going to be an interesting game. There it is. Christian Watson is going to be out, and I think the running back, not Dylan, but the other one. Is it Dylan? Yeah, I can't remember. So you guys just going to have to. I apologize for not knowing, but nevertheless, you missing a lot that's going on there, and with the weapons that Jordan Love could use, and you got Jerry Gray knowing this quarterback for 3 years. Definitely a big advantage for us, and I really cannot wait to see how this plays out. I mean, this is going to be a good time for us to actually sit back and watch some good football. We saw a little bit of it last week. With 1 week under the belt, I expect them to get slightly better, and they're playing at home. They got the coach advantage. Like I said, Coach Jerry Gray knows what's going on. I'm telling you, he's probably going to talk to Jesse Bates and others how to attack this passing game. And without their running back, one of the running backs is out and one of their receivers is out, man, it could honestly get kind of ugly if the defense shows up. Now, offensively, we don't know if we need to do much more than what we did last week. I would like to see the ball be thrown around a little bit more, but hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm almost getting to the point where I don't really care, as long as we win the game. But I do want to see our playmakers get the ball. I will be remiss if I wouldn't say that. I mean, to me, it'd be almost dishonest of me to not mention that. But they need to get these guys the ball because it's very vital, for those guys to get touches and show off their talents. It'll just make us more unbeatable. I mean, that's the way I feel. I said it before. I said it all week, and I say it again. If the passing game moves up to where we pass the ball, 25, 30 times a game, and we could throw for 250 or plus with the running game and defense we got, we can win 14 games this year. And I will stand by that until, I say otherwise. And until I see otherwise. And I say that as well with the schedule that we have, not just because, but you just look at our schedule with Aaron Rodgers going down. I mean, what, top tier quarterback that we're going to be facing? I mean, honestly, when you look at what's going on here, like what top tier quarterback we're facing. So it's something to think about when you're like, okay, no top tier quarterbacks that's coming in that we're playing against. All the teams are okay to better. All the top 5, top 6 teams in the league, we're not even playing. It's almost like a cakewalk for the Falcons. And kudos to Coach Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot of putting this talent together to where we can compete at a higher level and possibly, have double-digit wins. Now, I'm going to leave that one alone. Let's jump over to Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern is playing the Wisconsin Badgers. Now, the Wisconsin Badgers, they're not doing too hot offensively. They only average 26.3 points, and they are giving up 20 points a game, which is actually pretty good. It's the top 20 in the FBS. Now, with that being said, the Georgia Southern Eagles, they're putting up some numbers themselves. You know what I mean? I mean, Georgia Southern is putting up 33 points a game. Well, that was last year, so I think they're putting up more now. And I'm not even gonna look at this number right here when it comes to the average of defensive, because that was from last year. Actually surprised they didn't put anything up for what they've done this year. Nevertheless, we put up 34 points one game. We put up 49, so that's an average of what, maybe 41 points a game. And we're basically doubling what they give up. I think we'll be able to do better in that. And I don't think their offense is that good. I think our defense could do a little bit better than what they expect. And with Wisconsin, I don't know why. Do we have somebody out? Because I don't know. I know Keaton Upshaw, I think that's somewhere said that he may be out. But they widened the spread to 19 points. Listen, let me tell you something. This is easy money. You go to your local, any name will say local because I don't think it's local wherever you live. You can go to any betting site on their web and throw $20 down on that spread. You're going to make some money off that 19-point spread. You're going to make some money because Georgia Southern's going to cover that spread. They're going to cover that spread. I mean, look, Wisconsin couldn't even cover the spread against Buffalo. And Buffalo was a 28 point, it was a 28.5 spread. Now it's up to 19. Ain't no way. I wouldn't even be surprised if Georgia Southern flat out wins this game. And I think they are. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like, Georgia Southern will win this game. They have a very good chance. And I just don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, this Power 5 stuff, like I said, last week, or no, a couple episodes ago, Power 5 versus Group of 5, it seems like they automatically give out 15-point spread advantage to the Power 5 team just because they're Power 5. So now you're probably looking at a 4-point spread, which is almost a push. It's almost a push. It's almost like, it's evenly matched. And it's just, I don't know. With Mordecai, the quarterback for the Wisconsin, only put up 189 yards against Buffalo. I don't know what he did against Washington State, but nevertheless, I believe that our secondary is much better than what Buffalo has, and Buffalo has a pretty good defense. I mean, they hold us to 21 points last year, but we have their defensive coordinator now. We have Buffalo's defensive coordinator now, and he's done a phenomenal job with the Georgia Southern defense. So we're looking at a situation where this 19 points is easy. Go make some money this weekend. You can make some money this weekend easily. Davis Brin already got almost 570 yards passing. already, and it's just gonna be it could be a nightmare for Wisconsin if they don't watch it. They already gave up almost 250 against Washington State, and Washington State don't have the talent that we do. Not to say that their talent's bad. We just got more guys who can make things happen. I can name about 6 right now, but I do that almost every episode, so I don't want to do that. Not right now. But this is going to be a good game to watch. So between what Georgia Southern got going on against Wisconsin and what the Falcons got going on against Green Bay, like I said, we could shock the state of Wisconsin with these two teams. We're in a really good situation against both, and we're going to see how this plays out because it looked like an advantage for both. With the coaching staff and the players on both sides or both teams, it looked like we could make some things happen. So if you like this commentary, hit the like button, share this podcast, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know what you guys think. Am I crazy? Do I know what I'm talking about? Maybe you know something that I don't know. 19-point spread for Georgia Southern. That is wild. Make some money there. Jerry Gray is assistant coach for the Falcons, former Green Bay guy, knows Jordan Love. I think that's advantage Falcons. I could be found on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and Rumble. Also, hit the like button, share this podcast. Like I said, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let people know what we're doing over here. And I will be doing a pregame and postgame tomorrow for the Georgia Southern game and also on Sunday for the Falcons. I'll see you guys then. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy and y'all be blessed. Peace.